Little update and some thoughts on today's reading from Exodus chapters 25 through 27. I want to encourage you going forward to kind of stick with it. We're going to enter a section that is really just boring. We're reading a lot of descriptions of details of how the tabernacle in the wilderness was created. In the way this is described in a way that may not make sense in some ways for a lot of us. I mean, we're not used to just building descriptions from 4,000 years ago. It's something that doesn't naturally land on us. I will share a couple things. Just try to absorb it, right? I use the illustration that reading the Bible is like downloading an app, right? So you may have an app on your phone, or you may download a program on your computer. And there are parts of that program that you will use more often, or that may seem more functional to you. But you download the whole thing because the whole thing is a connected part. And we will see later in Scripture, right, these pictures that we have from the creation of the tabernacle here in the end of Exodus. They're things that kind of stand out throughout Scripture and help us to understand other things. In this part, we saw the description of the altar being built. And then we hear later in Revelation, it talks about the altar and the horns of the altar. And we see this in other prophetic literature. So it all connects together. So I want to encourage you to stick with it. If you think, man, this is kind of boring, that's okay. Just kind of download it and move on. Enjoy the Psalms as you're praying through those. Those are a nice thing. But I encourage you to continue on. And I hope this gives a little context to what we're reading and what we'll be looking at over here over the next week or so. Thanks so much.